Good morning, dear students. Today we are going to analyze PT1 question where we will see how out of 4 options only one is the correct answer and why the rest 3 are the incorrect answers. So let's begin with section A and section B. So here in section A you can see it is written, read the passage carefully and answer the questions that follow. Where does chocolate come from? Believe it or not, it grows on trees, not as a sweet chocolate candy bar wrapped in foil, but as a cocoa bean. Cocoa beans grow on a cacao tree, found mostly in tropical areas such as Central Africa. The fruit of these trees are called pods, which are long and hard. Inside the pods, a soft white pulp surrounds about 30 seeds. These seeds are what we call cocoa beans. They are very hard and bitter. The beans are taken out of the pods, still covered in the white pulp, and left in a bucket, often covered with banana leaves, and kept aside for a few days and sometimes even several weeks. This process is called fermenting. Then they are dried in the sun. Fermenting and drying the beans makes them less bitter. Soon after, they are shipped to a chocolate factory. At the factory, the beans are roasted in ovens to bring out their flavor. After removing the outer covering, the inner bean is crushed to form a paste known as chocolate liquor. To make chocolate, other ingredients such as milk, sugar, and cocoa butter are added to this paste. It is then mixed and heated several times. It may even have fruits or nuts added to it before it is molded into a shape. When we consider all that must have to turn a bitter cocoa bean into a chocolate bar, spending a few rupees seems like a small price to pay for such a delicious sweet treat. So here in the passage, it is all about where does chocolate come from, what process is used to make chocolate or a delicious sweet treat. Now let's begin with the questions. So it is all about, the passage is all about where does the chocolate come from or what is the process that is made. So question number 1, chocolate grows on trees as. So the correct option is a cocoa beans. The fruit of cocoa beans are called. So the correct answer is pods. Number C, the beans are roasted in ovens to bring out, as we have just read, it is flavor. Cocoa beans are very. They are very. I hope you have remembered, we have just learned it is very hard and bitter. Dash and drying the beans makes them less bitter. What is? That is fermenting and drying the beans makes them bitter. After removing the outer covering, the inner beans is crushed to form a paste called, it is called chocolate liquor. Now next, where do cocoa beans grow? They grows on, as you can see here, it is written, they grows on trees. So in the beginning only we have seen, so the correct option is option number 3, that is on trees. Now let's see number next. What are the ingredients used to make chocolate? They are milk and banana. Well, yes, milk is there but not banana. So option number 1 is incorrect. Now let's see number 2, sugar and white pearl. Well, sugar is there but not white pearl is used as an ingredient. Number 3, sugar and cocoa butter. Yes, sugar and cocoa butter is there. So this is the correct option, option number 3, which is used as an ingredient. Number 4, cocoa butter and salt. Well, salt is not used. So the correct option is option number 3. Next question. Cocoa beans are mostly found in. Let's see the passage. We have seen here that they are tropical areas such as Central Africa. So the correct option of ours are, the correct option is option number 2, that is Central Africa. Now let's see. The fruit of cocoa beans are. So they are, as we have read, they are long and hard. So now I know that many of you have done it correctly, and you must have seen that it was very easy to find out from the classes these questions. Now let's see next. Now here is section B, that is grammar section. So let's get ready. Number 8. The lazy cat sat on the table. The word in bold is. So here the word on is in bold. So on is a noun. Is it a noun? Well, no. Conjunction, no. Preposition or adjective. So the correct answer is it is a preposition. Now, why is it a preposition? Why o and on is a preposition? Because we know that a preposition is a word that shows the relation between a noun or a pronoun and some other word or words in a sentence. For example, here you can see. To get a better understanding, let's take some more examples. So example number 1. There is a cow in the field. So here the word in is showing the relation between two things, that is a cow and the field. Number 2, she put the plate on the table. So here the word on shows the relation between the plate and the table. So the word which shows relation as in number 1 and on in number 2 are preposition. In number 1, in is showing relation between two things, that is a cow, which is a noun, and the field, which is also a noun. And in number 2, it is showing the word on is a preposition, which is showing the relation between two, that is the plate, which is a noun, and the table is a noun. So similarly, we can see here, the word on shows the relation between cat and table. So cat, which is a noun, and table, which is also a noun. Now let's see number B. So here it is written, each person got his share. The underlined word is. So the underlined word is an adjective. So why? Because an adjective modifies a noun. So here as we can see, the adjective is modifying here the noun. Number C. The auditorium was inaugurated by a minister. The underlined word is. So it is a name. The auditorium is a name. So as we know, name means noun. Noun is a naming word. So here the correct answer is noun. Now why the rest three are incorrect? Because an adverb adds to the meaning of a verb, whereas an interjection is a word or a small group of words which shows or express an emotion. And an adjective, as we have just recalled, it modifies our noun. Number D. John is kicking at the door. The word in bold is. Here, is kicking is a verb. That is option number 2. Now, why is it a verb? Because here, John is performing an action. And what is the action being performed by John? It is kicking. Let's see some more examples. So example number 1, Veer and Raj are playing football. So here, what is the action being done by Veer and Raj? It is playing. So our playing here is the verb, the action which is done by Veer and Raj. In number 2, Hari laughs. So here, laughs is the verb because this is the action which is being done by Hari. Rest other options are incorrect because we have just discussed, as preposition is a word that shows relation between a noun or a pronoun and some other word or words in a sentence. So it is not a preposition. Next, pronoun. It is not a pronoun as well because a pronoun is a word which is used in place of a noun. It is not a conjunction also. Why? Because a conjunction is used to join two words, groups of words, or sentences. Now, number E. The old man walks slowly. So the word in bold is, here the word in bold slowly is number 1 adjective, number 2 adverb, number 3 verb, or number 4 conjunction. So the correct answer is, it is an adverb. That is number 2. As we can see that slowly the word here modifies or add meaning to the verb walks. So the word slowly adds meaning to the word walks. So if I ask, how does the old man walk? So he walks, how does he walk? He walks slowly. So the correct option here is 1 no, 2 no, 3 no, 4 no. The answer is very good 2. That is adverb. Let's see some more examples. Example number 1. Ram runs quickly. Here the word quickly modifies or tells more about the verb which is runs. So the word quickly tells more about the verb runs. If I ask, how does Ram run? So the answer is, he runs quickly. So the word quickly tells or add meaning to the verb runs here. So that is why it is an adverb. V-E-R-B. A-D-V-E-R-B. Adverb. And in number 2, he went upstairs. So here the word upstairs again modifies or tells more about went, which is a verb. So if I ask, where did he go? So he went upstairs. So upstairs here is an adverb. A-D-V-E-R-B. Now, why is it not an adjective, verb, or conjunction? Because we have just studied that an adjective modifies a noun. Verb, it is not a verb. Why? Because a verb shows an action. It talks about being or possession. Now, it is not a conjunction as well. Why? Because a conjunction, as we have discussed, is a word that joins two words, groups of words, or sentences. So the correct answer is option number 2, adverb. Now, let's see F. She watches TV series every day. The underlined word is. Here, the underlined word is, the correct option is number 2. That is verb. Now moving on to the next one. Match the following. Let's see. It was a wonderful day. Stop talking. What are you looking for? What a lovely painting it is. So let's see. Number 1. It was a wonderful day. As you can see, there is a full stop and it is talking about, or it's a statement. And whenever there is a full stop and which states a or declare a fact, a sentence which declare a fact or state something is called to be declarative sentence. So here A would be number 2. So A would be number 2. Let's find out where is A as number 2. So A number 2. Here we have got in number 2 we have got A number 2. Option number 2 we have got till now. Let's see next. Stop talking. So here again, stop talking. Here there is a full stop. And we know that an imperative sentence always talks about command, request or suggestion. So here, stop talking. So what I'm doing, I'm commanding you to stop talking. So it is an imperative sentence. So number B would be imperative, that is 4. So let's see. Okay. Option number 2, A2, B4. Very good. Now let's see number C. What are you looking for? So it is asking a question. And at the end there is a question mark as well. So it is of course an interrogative sentence. So an interrogative sentence, let's see. A2, B4, C1. Very good. And last we have is, what a lovely painting it is. And there is an exclamation mark at the end. And it's showing a sudden expression, or it is showing a sudden emotion. And that is called to be an exclamatory sentence. So our correct answer here is A2, that is declarative sentence. B is imperative sentence, that is 4. Very good. Number C is an interrogative sentence, that is number 1. C number 1. And what a lovely painting it is, an exclamatory sentence, that is D number 3. So our correct answer is option number 2. Now let's see next. They are not my friends. They are not my friends. Well, here it is a negative sentence. What kind of sentence is it? It is a negative sentence. Why? Because there is not in this sentence. So number A will be 3. It is a naming word. So we all know that dash is a naming word. Which is a naming word? Which part of a speech is called a naming word? That is, a noun is a naming word. So B would be 4. Now, can you pause this all, please? So here, as we can see, there is a question mark and we are asking a question. So what kind of sentence it is? It is an interrogative sentence. So C will be 1. And it tells how things are done. And adverb tells us how things are done. As example, we have just seen above. Let's have a look a little more. We have just seen here, the old man walked slowly. So how things are done? How does the old man walk? He walks slowly. So how things are done is always said by adverb. Okay. So now let's see our answer. So they are not friends is number 3. A would be number 3. So let's see where is A would be number 3. Okay, there are 2 places where A would be number 3. This is one of the easiest way to find out the option. Okay, so we would simply remove out number 2 and number 4. Why? Because here A is 2 given as an option, as number in number 4 A is 1, where we can see that neither A is 4 nor A is 1. So these 2 options are not at all. We don't have to look into that. Now we are left with option number 1 and option number 3. So now let's check out. They are not my friends. Here number 3, A will be number 3, A will be number 3. Very good. Now it is a naming word, that is B will be number 4. So here in number 1, B is number 2. So it is also not the correct one. So our correct answer is A3, that is option number 3. A3, B4, C1 and D2. Now let's see. Next question. How beautiful she is. Well, what kind of sentence it is? As at the end of it there is an exclamatory mark and there is an exclamation mark, and you can see also that it is showing a sudden expression. So it is an exclamatory sentence. So A4. Now they do not eat noodles. Again, here do not is added. So do not means it is talking about a negative sentence. So here B will be 3. So let's see. A will be 4, B will be, A will be 4. We have got over here. A will be 4, B will be 3. Let's see next also. Well, we have got our answer. That is option number 3 is absolutely is the correct answer. No doubt, undoubtedly this is only the correct answer. But also let's see number C and D. Let's check it also. It stands in place of a noun. Oh, we know that a pronoun stands in place of a noun. And last one, eat your meals at the right time. So here a kind of advice that I'm giving to you. Eat your meals at the right time. So it is an imperative sentence. So number 3 is the correct answer. That is, A will be 4, B will be 3, C will be 1, and D will be 2. Now, number 6. Declarative and imperative sentences end with a. Well, a question mark? No. A question mark means it is an interrogative sentence. A comma? No. An exclamation mark? No. An exclamation mark means it is an exclamatory sentence. A full stop? Yes. At the end of a declarative or imperative sentence, we always use a full stop. Now moving on to the next. How pretty this dress is. This is an example of a or an. What kind of sentence is it? This is an exclamatory sentence. Why so? Because at the end we can see there is an exclamation mark and it is also showing a sudden expression. It is not a declarative sentence. Why? Because we know that a declarative sentence declares a fact. It is not showing any kind of fact, or it at the end of it we use full stop, and here you can see that there is no full stop used. Now it is not an imperative sentence as well. Why? Because in an imperative sentence either we command, we request, we suggest or advise. So there is nothing as such, and at the end here also we use full stop. So as we can see, there is at the end there is no full stop used. Now it is not an interrogative sentence, which is very easy to find. Why so? Because at the end we can see there is no question mark and it is not even asking any kind of question. So the correct answer is option number 4, exclamatory sentence. Dash, describe a thing. So the correct option is number 3, that is an adjective. Why? Because we have just studied that an adjective modifies a noun, or it describes or tells more about a noun. And rest options are not appropriate, as verb we have just discussed shows an action, adverbs add meaning to a verb, and nouns is a naming verb. Don't talk to me. This is an example of sentence. So what kind of sentence it is? So the correct answer is option number 3, that is an imperative sentence. Now, why? Because an imperative sentence is a sentence that shows command, request or advice, and at the end of which we use a full stop. It is not an exclamatory sentence, because an exclamatory sentence is a sentence that talks about or shows our sudden emotion, and at the end we use an exclamation mark. It is not even an interrogative sentence, because at the end we use question mark and it asks a question. And it is not even a declarative sentence, because in a declarative sentence we state some fact, and at the end there also we use full stop. So the correct option is don't talk to me is imperative sentence.